I will be making Pancit Bihon from Amboy by Alvin Cailan. Apologies for mispronunciations as I'm just a gringo, but I like this book because it has a nice mix of classic Filipino recipes as well as modern Filipino-American fusion from Alvin's restaurants. Pancit Bihon is one of the former category and is a classic noodle and vegetable stir-fry dish. There are some key ingredients to make this dish authentically, but they're all easy to get ahead of time online or at your local Asian market. Pancit Bihon is traditionally made with shredded chicken, but there are other varieties of pancit that use a mix of other proteins and vegetables. This is one of my favorite noodle dishes, and I think it will be yours too. Let's go ahead and hop into the kitchen, and I'll show you how to make it. To get started, we need to pre-soak the noodles, and you want to make sure you're using the right noodles. Your package should say Bihon right here. That's the kind we want for Filipino noodles. There are other kinds of Filipino noodles like palabok for different kinds of pancit and other dishes, but this is what we want for today, so make sure that's what you get. Now, we're going to go ahead and just take these and soak them in cold water for about 5 minutes just to hydrate these noodles. And then we're going to go ahead and drain them and set them aside for later. Now we're going to get our wok smoking on high heat, and then we're just going to put in a dash of oil, and then we're going to turn the heat down to medium. Now with the oil rippling, you see how it's rippling like that on the surface? We want to go ahead and put in our onion and the garlic. Filipinos love garlic in their cuisine, and we're going to let that stir fry for about 2 minutes. All right, you can see the onions are nice and soft now. Now we're going to throw in our matchstick carrots and thin sliced celery. And once again, we're going to continue to stir fry this until these vegetables get soft, and that'll be another 2 to 4 minutes. Now we're going to add 4 cups of chicken stock. And this is a key ingredient I was telling you about. You need a cup of soy sauce, but not just any soy sauce. You either want to use Silver Swan or Datu Puti special soy sauce, which is Filipino style soy sauce. And we're going to go ahead and put a cup of that in there too. And make sure you get your spoon and you really dig in there and deglaze the pan at this point. Get any bits off of the bottom. And now we want to cook this until we get this starting to bubble again. With the broth now bubbling, we're going to take our now softened Bihon noodles and put those in. And we're just going to use a pair of tongs to sort of start to break those up and get these to absorb all of that wonderful liquid in this broth. And that's going to take about 7 minutes. Once you get your noodles to where they're really workable, we've shredded about half a head of cabbage, and we're going to go ahead and put that in as well. And we're just going to continue to toss this until the noodles are done. Like I said, that will be in about 7 minutes total cook time when you get it to a simmer. We're at the midway point here, and I just really want to show you guys why continually tossing this is important. These noodles really absorb that liquid. You can see how little of that liquid is left at the bottom there, and it's going to completely absorb all of it eventually. But only the noodles at the bottom are getting exposed to the liquid, right? So you want to continue to recycle this up and down until the noodles have fully absorbed all of that wonderful marinade. Liquid has almost fully been absorbed now, and so we're going to take our shredded poached chicken, and we're just going to add that to mix it all up, and it'll probably absorb a little bit of that liquid into the chicken as well. But mostly we just want to get the chicken heated through before we serve this dish. We are all done at the wok, but we are not done yet. We are going to plate this, and there are definitely a few extra things that still need to go on this before we're fully done. Now, you can squeeze lemon juice at this point over the top of the dish to activate a lot of those flavors, but if you really want to go for true Filipino flavor, you want calamansi juice. I was able to find this at my local Asian grocery store, and so you just want to put a little bit in there and just sprinkle that over the top a little bit, and we'll get all that mixed in. And just to make it look pretty, we'll add a couple of lemon slices here. And then you also want to add some hard-boiled eggs to this. And you want to sprinkle some wonderful scallions all over the top. And there we go. Now you've got authentic Filipino Pancit Bihon. I love Filipino food. My girlfriend is a Filipina, so I definitely have a soft spot in my heart for it, but it's really delicious. I think when you try this, you're never going to go back. It's going to be something you're going to want to make all the time. It does require some specialized ingredients, but like I said, it's nothing that you can't get a hold of pretty easily online. I do have some other Filipino recipes as well if you enjoy this type of cooking. Leche flan is another really great Filipino dessert. You can make pandesal, which is the bread that accompanies this. There's just so many good things. I recommend you pick up this book, Amboy, as well as I Am a Filipino, because that really leans more into the more traditional recipes, whereas Amboy has more modern recipes, but they complement each other really well. So if you enjoy my videos, please like and subscribe. Leave me suggestions of what you'd like to see me make in the comments, and I'll see you guys at the next one.